What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for local sports. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this high school football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, perfect for your next team event.
Cue the pomp, cue the circumstance here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's homecoming for Long Beach Poly. It's also the home opener this late in the season. The Road Warriors finally back at their home digs for a nice homecoming crowd.
Halloween decorations out before the Jackrabbits could get on their home field. Kind of weird. The 121st homecoming celebration, and they've got a hungry Cabrillo Jaguars team looking to pull off a huge upset.
Their first Moore League game, but tonight is about the show that is Jack Jones and the Jackrabbits. I mean, his pack of dogs ready for war here in the All Blacks, coming out, a renewed homecoming tradition for the Jackrabbits to wear that black, coming through the fog, and Jones got to show his stuff very early on in this game. Big gain up the Cabrillo sideline. He would spend more time on that sideline later in this game, but just from the first drive, I mean, you just let the man work and put on a show for that crowd.
You see Nolan McDonald, who got the start again tonight, rolling out as Jack comes back to the ball, making the diving catch a nice play for the All-American. Then it's the McDonald connection, a new franchise coming to you. Nolan to Cameron, takes a knock on the knee but gets in for 6.
Yeah, no disrespect to the Piazzas, but that McDonald connection is the best in Long Beach. Number 8 makes it 8-0 with 8 minutes left in the first. And as we mentioned, that crowd filling it up at Vets, and the Jackrabbit D was swarming. They were fired up to start this ball game. On the Jags' first pass attempt, Josh Brown rises for the interception, and that UPS truck is going to be tough to bring down. A flat tire will eventually do it, and then he's got to go celebrate with his brother. Obviously, when it's homecoming, the Brown family has to be represented. That would lead to a Poly field goal.
After the field goal, the Jackrabbits do get the running game going with Jamarcus Robertson.
Cruising in the ATL and into Cabrillo territory. Then Jack Jones on the reverse, and he gives the people just a little more of what they came to see. He's just so slippery, Mike.
Yeah, he's tough to bring down in the open field, obviously, maybe the toughest in the country. And then Robertson caps it off with the touchdown run. Nice night for him as Poly takes the 18-0 lead late in the first quarter.
Orchestrating a very good start to this game, but the Jags would have their moments in this ball game. Sophomore Dathan Ulufale with the interception in the end zone. Bit of miscommunication, and great job finding the ball by Ulufale for the takeaway. Then to the offense, another sophomore doing work.
Denalen Fuimaono, the quarterback, making a lot of nice plays out of that option offense. A nice little scamper around the left side for him. He also plays both ways. Both those guys pretty much on the field the entire game. Then Fuimaono, the pass over the middle to Isaiah Santos with a big gain of 53 yards. Longest play of the night for the Jaguars, as Poly has to chase Santos down there.
Yeah, shades of Rico Martin, small but speedy. Then on third down on that drive, it's a 10th grade connection. Fuimaono to Ulufale for the touchdown, and the Jags are on the board here as it's 18-7 early in the second quarter.
And you can see why Cabrillo coach Luis Hayes high on both those guys, but Rabbits right back on it. Zion Bowens with the nice catch and run as he slides in safely at third base right there.
Absolutely, and Mike Mawai goes to
My
work.
guy.
My guy, Mike Mawai. Speaking of sophomores, this kid looks like a special talent for Poly. He had 3 carries on this drive, 44 yards, and this nice touchdown run. I mean, look at the balance, finishing the run into the end zone. It's now 24-7, and we've said it a lot this year, but this kid just looks really special. The Poly sideline quick to give him love for how he ran the ball on that drive.
He's drawing comparisons to some pretty big Poly alumni, and then after that, the defense kind of got locked in, and that's obviously going to give the Poly special teams
double full
some chances to make some plays. You take your pick on who got the block there. It will go down as a safety on the nice catch by the Jaguar right there. However, on the ensuing possession,
it's the ATLian getting back into the end zone, his second score. He had 12 rushes for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns. So a nice night for Robertson as Poly's starting to pull away here. Again, that defense going to shove the Jags back towards their goal line. Jawan Barker with the sack. And when you're forced to punt from your own end zone, that just means danger. You can ride all day long, but you'll never catch Mr. Jones.
It's the move to the outside right there that just kills him, and a little too fast for his teammates to catch up to. And then he's got to give a hat tip to his former special teams coach, Luis Hayes, who is now the head coach at Cabrillo. Jackrabbits up 41-7. Jones stunting, and Poly fired up.
They go into halftime, not into the locker room, they go into halftime 41-7, where they did up-downs in the dark.
It was an up-and-down first half, yeah.
Yeah, and then out of halftime, Jones looking for more highlights. I mean, this touchdown run is just classic Jack, but it would get called back due to a holding call, and he's like, man, can I live? It's homecoming. Can I just one more time? But no, it would come back. Malik Henry played about half the snaps for Poly as they continue to spread the reps for their signal callers, shows off his mobility and arm strength, fitting it into Isaac Calhoun.
Wearing number 88 because that's how many Calhouns have played football for Poly.
Absolutely. Great stat, Mike. Another touchdown run for Poly. Tariq Harness in from 35 yards out. It's now a 42-point lead for Poly here in the third quarter. And got to give credit to that Drew Buggs-led student section, keeping the energy up in the crowd and the defense continuing to make some big hits. Poly then starting to pour it on. Nolan McDonald finds Kalen Humphrey, and KK gonna run in untouched into the end zone. Another score for the Jackrabbits, and KK, he's powered up. Triple G, one of my favorite fighters, Mike.
Yeah, Humphrey had what we would call an efficient night with 2 catches for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Another one. As McDonald goes out to him, and he's going to take this one the distance. Not even Antonio Pierce could come out and make that tackle. McDonald, 10 of 14 for 215 yards and 4 touchdowns as Poly cruises to a 73-7 win here in their homecoming home opener at Vets, and Poly much more in control of this game than they were against Wilson. They obviously put on a good show for the crowd, and they can continue on in more league play with a big showdown looming on the horizon, Mike.
Oh, absolutely. They are on the road at Compton before they travel to De La Salle in a historic clash.
We want to thank our new sponsors, Long Beach Transit. Their Route 1 now stops at Cal State Dominguez Hills, South Bay Pavilion, and the StubHub Center, home to your LA Galaxy. Still a ton of football left in the Moore League and the rest of the Long Beach area. You want all the coverage, got to keep it locked right here, your home for Long Beach sports.